space here because all of the sound is not clouded. What I need most of all, before we get started on this, is in the trumpet section. At the halfway point of the A section, 15, 16, a lot of concert has had accents on the downbeats. Right, a little strong. Let me take just an edge off the accent. Dun, dun. Right, I don't want it to sound like a very giant bell, small bell. Meanwhile, too, is very nice because we have the offbeat. Bum, bum. Well, that needs to be very present. Okay, let's go right at the pickups to A, first time. Okay, I'll give you 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, saxes. Okay, let me hear just people have the quarter notes and the woodwinds on. First one, right? Yeah. B first time. B first time. Right, and. So, B down really strong between snare and timpani. And who has dum digga 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 dum in the second inning? Let's hear it. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good for staying long on the quarter note. That's good. Drive to the end, but do not drive to the end like you do crescendo. Right. What it's got to do phrase-wise, it's got to go dum da 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 da. If you kind of drive in there like you're pushing, it's going to rush a little bit. Okay. One more time, please. Second, people who had that line second inning. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Second inning, everybody. And going on. Ready for percussion?
Yeah.
Go. Second inning. 2, 3, and. What's happening here, right? Yeah. Grand pauses, right? That order up, right? Wait for the 3 half notes to be conducted. We're going on to E. Okay, can I hear the 3rd and 4th measure of D, low brass, low woodwinds? People have the quarter of the line. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That quarter of the line, low brass, low woodwinds. 3rd measure of D. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, sounds like you're apologizing. Okay. Right. Basically, think right now. Get out of the way. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Much better. Be careful of the pitches on the way down the second end. Or this one's going down dramatic. All right. Letter D, everybody. Every time that you have that, give me that much. Okay. Letter D. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Are we tired? Are the chops good? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not going to be blowing the back end of the horse that hurt that, or 2? Okay. Well, that's fine. Play stronger E. Okay. Mix with the woodwinds, it's like a full body voice. Yeah, much better coming into E. Now, letter E. Can we take a look at measure 124, 125? It's the ascending line of the low brass. Bum, 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 bum. And the top line refers to the G on the top. The G cannot back off. You can't go, bum, bum, I'm building. Okay, make sure we arrive at that point, so it's a logical statement. Okay, here we go. E. E. 2, 3, and. Good. Let's play with this again another time. Let's get the Chorale and Shaker Dance. Davis, do you have a towel?
No.
Something resembling a towel?
No. Should I get one?
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there, but I'll tell you, there's one point there.
You got a flannel shirt that is working. It's my nice shirt.
Yeah, I was trying to get away from the disrobing part. So, I want to work a little bit from the beginning and show you some kind of thematic things that go on here. There's a section that we've not played a lot yet, yes? Okay, maybe we'll get into some of that. This is kind of fun too. Let's go from the beginning. And if I do anything tempo-wise that's not what you're used to, deal. All right, here we go. Right, breathe with me. Hold. Let it go. Now let's do it in time. Breathe. Sing the first note and breathe in time and then sing with me. Right? Now, make a nice attack with the note. Right? Breathe. Okay. Now play the note and do the same thing. Breathe in time. Okay. Not a hard tone, just do. Right? Again. And we're going to go on this time. So two things we're going to do. Right now.
Sorry about that.
Say piano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Who has that? Play for me. What I want you to do is to do, and then back the sound off almost nothing. Just enough support to actually keep the pitch there. Forte piano, right? Slightly better attack. Right? Give it a little bit more on the front side and then back off even further. Here we go. Right? Yes. Okay. Notice the intensity at the beginning of that? You have to have that. What it's doing is setting up the half notes. Okay, now, flutes. Okay, yeah, that's a good pitch. Horns, baritone, tenor sax. Do, 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 do. Right? Make sure that's just nice and robust. And then the solo trumpet, right, plays everything up a half step. So it's designed to be very tense. Right? So in this particular case, you don't want to go pretty, 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 pretty. You want to go dee-da, 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 and great on that note. Not loud. Just get on top of the mix like that, make everything kind of go, ooh. Okay, that's what we want. Okay? Beginning again. Beginning again. Right? Flutes play that D natural. Right there. Right? And listen carefully. Be really careful not to let your vibrato take that over. Okay? A lot of this stuff, this is a lot of program music in here. It almost sounds like a film soundtrack, doesn't it? Some places. So what you want to do is make sure that a lot of things we do are just very subtle right here, and then a little bit of vibrato. It starts getting like opera singers, right? And start running into intonation issues. Sorry.
Hey.
I've heard your legendary octave vibrato. Letter A, flutes and clarinets, is strictly a duet line. Which means you can't go, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be, and then together, because it blends with the first part, and then it picks up with the duet line after that. So make sure we're listening real carefully. Here's A. Right? Yeah. me do that. Okay, here's a couple things we want to take a look at. You guys are doing the dovetail releases really, really well. The woodwinds carry right into the brass sound. What I want in the brass sound right here, right, is as heavy as we can. So when you're playing bum, 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 lower into us, right, make sure you have a little bit more strength in your sound than anything else. Okay? Right, forte pianos, when we play here, I know they have accents on them. An accent, literally, is nothing more than a change in volume. So if you think about accents when it's small and soft like this, it's not, you don't want to do that. I think what you want to do is do, and then back off that way. So the accent actually takes a little bit of time in the actual pitch to do that. That's the kind of forte pianos we want to hear. Okay? Here we go. B. B for the fun music. Right? Right? And. this sound, right? I'll try to actually put a lot of punch at the beginning of the note. For one thing, it's going to kind of come out weird in pitch.
I don't play that.
Okay, you play later.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, here we go. So we're going to start 2 before E trombones. Yeah, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Listen. Trombones. Take a look at, please. 2. Yeah, let's do that again. So you can make your edge time. Okay. Here we go. 2 before E. 2. Ready. And 1. 2. So, second measure of E, 6 beats. Hold up time in half and make sure you hold that long enough. Otherwise, the entrance is going to be the wrong way. Right now, can we everybody start, please, at 1, 2, 3, 3 measures before E. 3 before E. Here you go, Liz. 2, and 1, 2, so what I'm going to do right now, we're going to look at the percussion part. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th measure of E. I hear just the percussion. Right when you start, right? Here we go, percussion. 2, and 1, 2, 3, and. Somebody playing bass drum on this eventually? All the accents are in that too. Oh, Ricky's on the same part?
Yeah.
Okay. So drive that, like really hard. Okay. Here we go. Let's go back to 3 before E, and let's get into that. As long as you have the gas pedal down, we're good. Okay, here's 3 before E. 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maximum percussion effects happen right here. This is one of the coolest parts of the piece. Notice what happens when you play this a lot? What's happening to the speed? Slower. So, cornets, let's check out F. We're going to drop this. Play F for me for a little bit. 1 and 2 and right and. Hard slow. Okay, a little bit shorter, a little bit more air. 1 and 2 and then. Okay, make sure we so start strong. And make that musical statement happen. Okay, trombones when you come in, intervals are really strange in that second measure. Right, D natural, F sharp, and B flat. Right, be real sure. And stay on top of that. All right, here we go. Right on E. Right on E. Here we go, 2. And E, 2, 3, and.
And then everybody else can move as
No,
well.
you come in all by yourself.
So we, yeah.
And then they come in, ba, 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 one measure later.
That's what I was asking.
Yep.
Okay, so we're,
So be
that's why it
confident.
sounds wrong. I think we're trying to come in and measure after with everybody.
Well, okay, don't do that. Here we go. F. F. Keep the energy alive here. Okay? 2 and F, 2, 3, F. About a measure ahead of us. Okay, and I want to work this section anyway because it's really got interesting percussion interplay here. Let's do this slow. Can we start 2 measures before G slowly? Like here, right? All I want you to concentrate on right now is making all the entrances in time. Think the subdivision, subdivide your head, things like that. Right? And percussion, you have, in measure G, you have 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 1, 2, and a 3, 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1. And then the snare drum and timpani have these fill-in things. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, digga-dum. Bum, ba, bum, bum, digga-dum. So that's what you're actually listening for in the music. Let's figure it out slowly first. This is 2 before G. Right? 1 and 2 and everyone and. So we see all the interlocking stuff works out? Okay. Let's go on and do that closer up to speed. This is 2 before G, a little faster. 2 and 1, 2, 3, and. So, counting fun, right? Okay, something to work on between now and next time. All right, we're up to speed, please. 2 before G. Okay. You've got a really good idea of this. Now take a look at 1, 2, 3, 4th measure in G. Everybody see that overlapping syncopation thing happening? Bum, ba, bum, ba. Look at the accents. Okay, in order to get the character in this line, what we don't want is we want ba 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 ba. You see how it moves forward a little bit more like that? Think about that. All right, here is 2 before G, full tilt. Right, 2 and 1, 2, 3, and. Start 2 before G, play by yourself, play piano. Piano. All right, do not cross piano. Here's 2 before G. 2 and 1, 2, slow right. Da, 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 1 and 2 and ready, like. So you see what happens? Right? When we start to slow down, we start to feel notes going in funny places and stuff. Right? None of the lines will line up anymore. Now you have an idea when the melodies actually start. Now we just have to get used to doing it. Right? So you hear every entrance. Right? And we're not slowing the tempo down. Here we go again. 2 before. Right? Nice and piano. Play the attack. Make sure you're right on time with those. 1, 2, ready, and. Now, one thing to watch out for, we'll go on past this point. When you play this rhythm right here, da, ba, ba, listen back to the people around you. It'll go like this. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, and what it should do is like think horizontally. One and, like you're trying to drive to that next beat, and it's what's keeping you in the way. It's like a break that or something. Okay, play those two measures as we get a feel for that. This is 2 before H. Piano first, and we're going to crank it up. All right, 2 measures only before H, softly. 1, 2, 3, and. So we have staccato, long, 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 staccato, staccato, long, 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 staccato, staccato. Do it again. 2, and 1, 2, line it up. Now play it 4 takes. Do not get ugly. Right, just full. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Play the first trumpet. Okay, back 0.379 decibels off the top of that line. Okay, because it's going to be full anyway. All right, here we go. 2 before H. Keep going. Here we go. 2, and 1, 2, 3, and. So now, I think everybody's probably got the idea that this is supposed to be an aggressive thing, isn't it? So we kind of sit back and go, right? Where does aggression come from? It's attitude. The front of the chair. It's pump, 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 and thinking a horizontal line all the time, especially when you're subdividing. Okay, let's go again. So you're running H. H. Second measure, H. Trumpets, do not be afraid. Bum, 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 bum. Cool, H, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and. Trombones, here we go. Third measure, I. Heroic tenor. Boom, boom, boom. Ready. Long marks over almost everything. See long marks? Look like you're tired. Okay, long marks, which means what he wants it to sound like is singing. So much, much more dolce. Okay, cantabile, sing.
No.
Here we go again. Right, tag all those notes together. Make sure we all touch each other. 2, ready, and. Everything else is going like this. Yes, or going like this. Okay, in either of those two cases, make sure this is wispy on top. And hear the same way. So I want you to think about thinking to yourself, 1 yen to 2 yen to 1 yen to 2 yen, and make sure that you're counting in that rest. You're not playing breathe. So try again. Okay. And the bell should actually come out a little bit too. Right? Now, if we can keep that sound going through this entire section, right here, where it's nice and smooth and just generally flows like that, that's going to be great. And everybody else playing all the big full notes, start here, come down the way through, yes.
So the volume we were at earlier, is that good or come back from?
It's good, but I have a sneaking suspicion right here in a second I'm going to ask for more.
Okay.
Let you know. Here's I, everybody. I. 2. Ready? Okay, two, right, and. That's our forte. Strong. So, and it gets really, really tense in there, right? So really, the reason those dynamics work there is because it adds that, and it kind of keeps coming at you, coming at you. And then this really spooky movie music that's about to happen here with the upper woodwinds is going to make this work. Here we go. This is Jay, everybody. Cool stuff, man. Jay, two, right, and. So let's check this out. Two blows of flutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before L. Play your right. Here we go. Big blows of flutes. Right. And. Sit up straight. Because that's why you can't support. Probably again. Feet flat on the floor. Push your upper frame up. Right. Now stands a better chance of being in tune. Right. And. Right. And. You hear the three-way balance down? Right. Go after that sound. Right? Clarinets. Right. And. Together. Like E flat major or E minor. Right? And. The first thing will happen if you're not careful over here, you're going to find one of those notes to tune with. Don't do it. It's way out. If you find yourself within a half step, right, push a little away from the note, I think it's down, dark, it's down.
Just find it over there.
Okay, here we go. This is 6 before L, everyone. 6 before L. That's a good attack for those clarinets. Do that again. 2, right, and. Oh, no. Not yet. Right, it's after they make their attack on 2. Okay, I'll give it to you. Here we go. 6 before. 2, right, and. So you have a piano that goes, the percussion goes light on the piano, it should take you all the way to the release. So keep coming down softer, 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 softer. The only person that doesn't do that is, right, who appears out of nowhere in the mist. Okay. And please do, flutes clarinets, take a breath before that half note, the fermato, please. Do. So we're actually, we're hitting those 4 days, we're supposed to be coming down to the piano. You see that the first time, and then again, does the same thing. And after that last one, take a breath. Here. 6 before again. Okay. 2, right, and. So tell me what's happening here. Hold your thing right here at L by yourself. 2, L, okay. You hear how he's doing that? Right? He's building constantly. The note changes, and then he hits forte, and he kind of lingers there for a second, and back again. And the oboe matches the exact same thing. So the volume you start at was fine. Right? I need you to push that sound very, very maniacally. Almost like a horror film almost. Right? Flute, same thing. Really, really. Sit on top of that top note, establish the forte, come back down again. Here we go, L. 2, right, and. section, every time you have triplets, like it comes in the horns, like we have accents on them, like that. They're breathy accents. They're right. Think not detached like that, and play those things out. They're supposed to kind of hang out here, and make sure you have music ready. Thanks, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.